Hello. Blind Pew here. If you tuned into previous transmissions, like the one linked to on screen, now you will know that I have been promised 42 million credits for transporting the, it has to be said, extremely irritating individual, Jed Munoz, whose picture you see on screen now, to the Holy Twins 12,000 light years from home and back. He claims to be some sort of famous explorer writing an exclusive book about discovering the Holy Twins. I have my doubts as he seems to lack even a basic understanding of exploration.
Hi, Jed Munoz here. I don't know if you knew, lowly cargo pilot Pew, but I was stood next to you during that whole monologue and heard everything. Still, as you have just brought me to my destination, the Holy Twins, I will overlook your comments and put them down to sour grapes. After all, I am a galactically famous explorer, whereas you are simply a basic cargo pilot with dreams beyond your station. Now, if you have finished staring at the neutron star, which I am sure is a rare sight for a non-explorer such as yourself, can we get on to the reason that I came here?
That being?
That being the twin ringed Earth-like worlds of the Holy Twins, of course. Do try and keep up, Pew. I know it is difficult with your lack of skills, but at least try. Still, I suppose that I am happy with your overall performance since we are here.
Ben, my chief of engineering, call up the system map, and let's take a look at these so-called Holy Twins.
I'm on it, Pew.
Good lord. Now that is an unusual sight, I will give you that. Move our ship, the Star Chaser, to the nearest one, Ben.
I'll head back to my cabin whilst you do. I need to capture the first moments that I discovered the Holy Twins just now in my book. Call me when we get near.
Pew, you have to give credit to Jed. This is truly an amazing location, but am I missing something? Haven't these Holy Twins already been discovered?
No, Ben. I'm pretty sure you are right. Jed, in addition to being annoying, seems delusional. However, he is a paying delusional, so let's keep him in this happy state.
Pew, we are approaching the first. Now, better get Jed up here.
Jed, get up here. We are approaching the first of the ringed Earth-like worlds.
Hi, Jed Munoz here, just popped up from my cabin to pick your jaws up off the floor. I realize that this site must be mind-blowing for greasy cargo runners, such as yourselves, but for me, the galactically famous explorer, I have seen many ringed Earth-like worlds, so it's no biggie. Anyway, it's the other one I want to see.
Of course. Ben, take us over to the other one. How about this one then? The ring system seems more impressive for sure.
I'm sure that it does. To the likes of you, Pew, bring us in close. As close as you can get.
How about that then? Impressed now, Jed?
It's okay, that's for sure. I think that it will go down well in my book when I describe how I, just now, first discovered this world.
Ah, yes, Jed, about that. Our system readings indicate all this has already been discovered some time ago.
Then your systems are wrong, Pew. Get your man, Bingoon, or whatever he is called, to bring us in closer, much closer, Pew. I will describe in my book how I, Jed Munoz, the galaxy's most famous explorer, was the one who first discovered this world, and people always believe what they read rather than the true air. What I mean is that my book will correct the erroneous readings on your systems.
I see, Jed. Are you also the galaxy's most published explorer?
I am indeed, Pew.
What, even more than that D-Way guy?
Of course. Now call up the system map. I want to get all the readings down for my book.
Wow. A ringed outdoor world with human breathable atmosphere and indigenous life. Beautiful. Very similar to Earth. And the other one. Virtually identical. Its twin. Holy Twin.
have quite finished gushing over them, I'd like you to take me to that over there.
What? Where?
That, there, the beacon.
What? It looks like a tourist beacon. And there are tourist ships here. Quick, we need to get our sensors and distributor switched on. Jed, a tourist beacon. And tourist ships. Are you still claiming to be first discoverer then?
Don't be tricked by them, Pew. These are rival explorers come to try and snatch the first discovery from me. They must have followed you. I told you that I would not tolerate any ship scans, didn't I? You were not scanned, were you?
Nope.
As for that beacon, they clearly just dropped that now. Quick, get in and take a look.
Carefully does it, Ben. We don't want to damage our delicate shields.
No, they are only exploration grade, not meant to take a beating. In position, Pew.
Mission objective complete. Incoming mission critical message.
Excellent, Pew. I think that I just about have everything I need for my book, explaining how I, Jed Munoz, discovered the Holy Twins. I am quite pleased with you at this moment, Pew. Do not spoil it.
I'll try not to, Jed. How does the beacon come to say? The Holy Twins. Huge magnetic fields protect both of these tourist attractions, so-called Devo and Flash, from the otherwise lethal radiation emitted by the nearby neutron star. Both planets exhibit stunning vistas with beautiful sky shots of their sister planet. Relax and enjoy silky indigenous wines on Evo, and maybe hop over to Flash for the breathtaking water rapids that's—
Were we just scanned? Pew. Were we just freaking well scanned? I told you.
Incoming mission critical message.
I will not tolerate that. They are after a scoop on my book. I am very unhappy now, Pew. Very, very unhappy.
Pew. It was that vulture, which is right now making its escape into the distance. It cracked up on us whilst we were reading the tourist beacon text.
Well, that is just fantastic, isn't it? Almost as though it was set up to happen that way. Well, I too am not happy about that, Ben. Get after that vulture, catch up with it, if RD grade thrusters can make it.
I think we may be gaining on him, Pew. Pew, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just switching all the hard points on. It pays to be prepared, Ben.
You are not going to do anything stupid, are you, Pew? Remember, we only have low-grade exploration shields on, and I can't help noticing that Vulture is a master pilot. It will have two heavy hardpoints that will cut through our exploration shields like butter if you engage.
Aha, there they are. I think, if we hit him with enough missiles, we should be able to take him out, before he either jumps, taking all Jed's precious book data with him, or turns and engages.
I'm not so sure, Pew. He may have point defense. His shields may be strong enough. If he turns and gets enough fire on us, we will not make it out of here.
Well, we are about to find out.
I didn't sign up for this.
He's turning. And still does over have his shields on. He's firing. Here it comes.
Target shields offline.
Oh my. Oh my. I did not ask you to take me to the middle of the war zone.
Looks like he is running. The final salvo, before he jumps, I think. There.
Target destroyed.
Nicely done.
Scan reversed. Does that work for you, Jed?
Well, I suppose it may make for an interesting chapter in my book, but you are on probation, Pew. I remain unhappy. Don't let that happen again. Or else.
So, here we are enjoying a sunrise over one of the Holy Twins. Jed has calmed down. A bit. But not much.
Alright, barely competent cargo hauler Pew. I am, as of this moment, unhappy with your performance. I need a break. I believe that there is a base in a quite nearby nebula, set up as part of the series of stop-offs for those making the journey to Colonia. I, Jed Munoz, Galactic Explorer, demand that you take me there immediately. Then, you can ferry me back to inhabited space, quick smart.
Call up the galactic map. There it is, in blue. Just 1800 light years off. Set course, Ben. Oh look, a further Colonia stop-off point there at the secondary waypoint 4900 light years off. And there, Colonia itself, in yellow, still 9500 light years away, not dissimilar to the distance we have already traveled of 12,000 light years.
Don't go getting any ideas, Pew. I want to go straight home after our next stop. I have a book to publish before my exploration rivals get home.
Wow. Just look at the stellar density now. Fantastic. Not far now, we should see the nebula in which the base is located soon.
Fuel scooping.
So, we have arrived in the system. Call up the system map, Ben.
I'm on it, Pew.
There, on the moon of the second planet. Take us there quickly, Ben. Perhaps Jed will cheer up and stop being quite so annoying then. Yep, there it is. We are seeing traffic already.
I can see that base just ahead on the surface, Pew. Prepare for glide.
Preparing. Get us into dock quickly, Ben. I don't want any delays.
Delacey, Bravo, Lima, India. This port is under independent control. Submit a request before docking.
Scan detected.
Is that another freaking scan, Pew?
London
I've warned
air
you.
retracted.
Evade. Evade.
Too late, they got us, Pew.
Incoming mission critical message.
I told you, Pew, I will not be scanned. I'm out of here. Land the ship now or I will eject.
Recording systems are failing. We need to land and repair anyway, Pew.
I knew you were the worst pilot ever, the moment I stepped aboard. Just a jumped up freighter hauler after all, Pew. I, Jed Munoz, galactically famous explorer, am out of here. I will charter someone else to get me home. I'm not paying you a single credit for this.
Good riddance. It's a wonder I did not eject you into the nearest star when we were just a stone's throw from inhabited space. You are the worst explorer I have ever met, Ben. He really thinks that he will pay me nothing. The contract was to take him to the Holy Twins and back. There was no clause, that I recall, allowing him to withhold payment if he got slightly miffed during the journey. Get a message off to my solicitor returners Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. I want that jumped up celebrity explorer, Jed Munoz, forced to pay, or if not sued into oblivion. Send the message now, and tell them to get onto it immediately, whilst we make the next leg of our journey. We will pick up Flywheel, Shyster and Flywheel's response, when we arrive at our next destination.
Okay, Pew, but what is the next destination?
Glad you asked. It's Colonia, of course. 9,000 light years further on. Prepare for immediate departure once you've sent the message. Here we go then. 9,000 light years to go, but without that buffoon, Jed Munoz, on board and with our massive jump range, it will not be long. And there, finally, ahead, Ben, lies Colonia, the new, emergent, human-inhabited region of space.
Pew, we are approaching the fabled Jacques station now. Will we get to meet the famous cyborg of ancient French ancestry who owns the station? I would like to discuss some engineering points with him.
Quite possibly, Ben. Quite possibly. Jax is probably the most well-known cyborg in history. After decades of running a bar, he bought the space station, and after fitting it for deep space travel, departed into the black. His most recent adventure saw him severely damaged and stranded in this far-flung system. Commanders from all over the galaxy are now supporting efforts to bring humanity's light here. Take us in for a close look, Ben. Just look at the size of those thrusters. Can we fit some?
From what I hear, there is something wrong with them, which is why Jacques finds himself here.
Alright, get us round the front, Ben. Time to dock.
Flight assist on.
Absolutely fantastic. Superb. Sterling. Finally, after delaying for so long, we are about to dock in Colonia. Take us in, Ben. Amazing.
Scan detected.
Scan all you like. That Scanshai fob, Jet Munoz, is long gone. You know Ben. He has probably never been here. Just written lies about being here, like all his other famous books on exploration from the sound of it.
Engines disengaged.
And we have landed. It feels unreal, but here we are. So, selling all our exploration data to Jax in an attempt to gain some reputation here. And it has not all been a dead loss. It turns out we made 9 million credits for the scan of that abandoned settlement in the Conflux region. If only we had scanned the other 3 that are there. Perhaps later.
What about Jeff Munoz and the legal action you were bringing against him? Did you speak to your solicitors or attorneys?
Yes, there is bad news, good news, and then further bad news. The bad news is that my representatives, Flywheel Shyster and Flywheel, were unable to compel Jed to pay up under the contract. This was not because he was legally obliged to pay. He was. But, as it turns out, Jed was on the point of bankruptcy, so he had no money with which to pay us. That brings me to the good news. Jed did have one asset remaining, the book which he was writing about discovering the Holy Twins. Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel were able to successfully sue Jed, and I became owner of 50% of that book. That brings me on to the bad news. Apparently, Jed released the book to the galactic market whilst we were traveling to Colonia. It bombed and made very few sales. As you know, Jed claimed to have discovered the Holy Twins in that book. Unfortunately, he is now being sued by the real first discoverer, Commander Evo Flash. And, doubly unfortunately, as now 50% owner of the book, I too face being sued into oblivion.
Oh well. Easy come, easy go, I guess, Pew.
Indeed, Ben. Well, With that bombshell, I think we will stop transmitting. Good luck, commanders. And I'll see you out there.